Make sure I hit you guys with that applause. Can y'all hear that? There we go. There we go. There we go. All right, man. Man, Nelly Nell, PA, man. What's going on, fellas? Man, I got y'all up kind of late, man, and I put the back call out, man. I say, man, look, we gotta get a live stream. We gotta get a recording in real quick.
The lights out there. I saw the lights out there.
Man, we got the finals coming up, man. This is huge, man. This is something, man, that, I mean, if you're a sports fan, no matter if you're from St. Louis, if you're from, man, Chicago, New York, LA, man, wherever, man, you tuning into this finals, because I feel like this NBA finals is kind of like a toss-up. It's some old faces, but it's also some new faces. And this is probably like the first time in a long time, man, it is kind of like a toss-up that, man, we don't even know who's gonna win this final. So just right off the bat, man, Nell, man, just give us your history, just as far as, man, what's going on out here in the world, man, how you came to be, man, successful and where you are today. And then we're gonna jump right into PA. Then we're gonna get into these sports. So, man, just right off the bat, man, just chime in.
To make a long story long, but I'm gonna make it short. Everybody know me as, Nelly Nell, but my real name, Lanell Turner. Everybody who don't know, Brian Turner is my little cousin. Brian Turner is a protege of ours when we was coming up in back in the days playing basketball. That's why Brian Crossover, got his name from, you know what I mean? He did his thing. Watch him go to college. Yeah, we did his, we paid away for him, but that's another story, another show, another segment. But me, I went to college, played ball. I did a high school ball and all that. Hooked up with my boy PA, Ladue alumni. I went to U-City, born and raised in Normy, Northwoods, you know what I mean? But about this game, about tomorrow is a big game. We got a guy by the name of Jayson Tatum from my neighborhood, and I'm real proud of him, proud of his success. I seen his hard work, and I think Boston gonna pull it out, but we're gonna talk about that during the segment.
Man, no, we definitely gonna jump right into that. So just right off the bat, so you say you grew up in U-City, man. So that's U-City in the 80s, U-City in the 90s. Like, give the audience just a little backdrop of what was U-City like back during those times. You know what I'm saying?
Well, me coming from Normandy, if you don't know, we fought every day. It was a fight. It was tough. It was rough. So I moved from my mother house, moved my father when I was 14 years old. So that's where it all started. And everybody who knows me is a whole nother. That's another story for another 3 hours. But U-City was more laid back into basketball more. I played baseball. But I fell in love with basketball when I moved to U-City. Everybody knew how to play, basketball. So, but the history of U-City, they was like good guys. They was cool, mellow. They could dress. Hey, but they could turn up too. You heard me? So they was more close knit. They stick together, and I like that. I like that little culture they had out there. So me being me, I just took it and ran with it to a point where I was young, wild. And I felt that I always been a leader. So, and I took chances. So I try to control my own destiny on some other things. But to form a unity and a union, that's what I like to do. So, and put people in place and put people in power of their art. I'm a major of commercial arts. So people don't know that, but I'm really good at creating something or come up with an ideal and turn into a whole fruition, turn it into
right out of thin air. Right. No, I feel you on that. And then so PA, so how was it between U-City and Ladue coming up? How did you guys meet? And then what was rivalries like during that time coming up from being playing for Ladue and then and going against U-City and vice versa?
It was great, man. It was great. Like, them U-City guys embraced me like I was part of U-City. Some people was like, why you all with them, you know what I'm saying? But it was like a brotherhood, like instantly, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Then we played against each other all summer. leading up to, you know, playing in high school. It wasn't no different, you know what I'm saying? Once we crossed the lines, it was about hooping, you know what I'm saying? We gonna chop it up later. But the grind and savage and battling was always there with you know what I'm saying? Competition was always there with them guys.
So
yeah, PA was good in high school. PA was real good. Him and my partner Duke Tyron Allen. That's who brought me up in a rankings of the basketballs. You know what I'm saying?
Nelly will tell you, man.
He got me.
Nelly will tell you, I talk to him all the time about hooping, man. If he mess up, I don't care about that, man. Let's go. Next play. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I turned into a beast though. That's a whole nother. Hey, I turned into a beast in that PA.
Yeah.
Told me them laws, half court alley oops, and you know what I'm saying. I'm catching it, dunking, and you know what I mean.
And the thing about us, B, we was all same grade, man. That was good. You know what I'm saying? We wasn't waiting on this dude. He was 2 years behind, or he was a year ahead of us. We all was, you know what I'm saying? Everything worked out perfect. We all came out the same.
So what year was this?
This was 88.
88.
Ooh, man, 88.
In 4 days, you hear me? And my side of my house was like paid in full too. But
so that's what I was just finna say. As far as you know, man, we see the images, man, and like I guess like every 10 years, every 20 years, it's kind of you able to go back and commercially you start seeing people start coming out with the movies, emulating a lot of the different things. So I feel like this generation is able to see what went down in the 80s as far as like, man, the height of hip hop, the height of, you know, basically being commercially putting things out musically. Like people talk about the golden era, not just the golden era as far as with sports and everything, but a true golden era where, man, a lot of different things like started coming out and emerging.
88 was that deal, man. 88 was that deal, man.
And I was so kind of talk about that because I was just finna say, man, if nothing else, man, when I heard 88, it puts me in a mind frame where it's like, man,
Sean Thompson.
Okay.
Sean Thompson with the V. We can start there.
88.
You hear me? We got
my boy, hey, Nelly, my boy.
Our other cousin BB. You feel me? So that shout out to my boy. You know what I mean? My cousin BB.
My boy played with me. White boy Mark Pomeranz, Lafayette Gunner, 88. Jerome Chambers out of West, 88. You know what I'm saying? The list go on. Albert Thomas, Sumner, 88. You know what I'm saying? It's a stinger.
Albert Thomas, I had to see him.
You know what I'm saying?
Man,
Beaumont had 88 gangsters. You know what I'm saying?
Craig Upchurch and all them. Well,
the V had 88 gangsters. The list go on, man. 88 was nice.
Man, and that's what I was just gonna say as far as, man, 88 being the year. So let's just start right with you, PA. So who are some of the people that you would say that you would have, like, let's say on your bedroom wall? I feel like the inspiration of if people are playing sports, musically, whatever that you may be into, who is like your Mount Rushmore of this during this time of people that you're looking up to, looking out for, and saying, man, I want to be like that person, like during this era? Throw some names out there and why.
I was loving George Gervin, Iceman, Dr. J, them guys like that. You know what I'm saying? Because it was gangsters on every team in 88 back in the NBA. So you had a gang, you had Drexler, Magic, you know what I'm saying? It was a gang of people that was the beast. But I idolized like the guards, Mo Cheeks, you know what I'm saying? Andrew Tony.
Think about who came out in our class. Sean Kemp came out in 88. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So the type of style that kind of like revolution. We was playing in high school when there wasn't no 3-point lines.
We was loving all
junior senior year.
We was loving all them UNLVs, them Georgetown, them Arkansas, you know what I'm saying? They had that
Marymount, LSU's with Shaq, Chris Jackson.
Hey, I'd be over Nelly house watching them games. We be sitting there talking, man. We be watching. You know what I'm saying? We seen Iverson to where he is. You know what I'm saying? With haters on our side. We telling them this dude gonna be a beast. You know what I'm saying?
High school.
Right.
No, we got all the high school games.
So Nell, so you saying 88? So you threw some names out there as far as guards with basketball, not just with basketball. Who are some of the curators doing let's say just the culture of that time? Because you also got to throw music in there. 88 Tyson, 88 Tyson was doing his thing.
Easy,
yeah. LL Cool J, all them.
Slick Rick.
Slick Rick.
Call me baby Slick Rick in the hood.
KRS-One. You know what I'm saying? We was listening to all that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
What else we
breaking? You know what I'm saying?
Everything. The mixtape.
Everybody used to come on my house and watch the Mac, Superfly, Cooley High. I dub it, I sell it to them. That's another thing. That's another how U-City got their little swag too. You know what I'm saying? Everybody used to come to my house. I had a pool table, the basketball court. I was driving at 14, 15. You know that Benzes and all that shit. So it was a culture already. So when we go play basketball, we hit all the sandlots. We didn't go inside no gyms. We used to hoop Highway 40, and that was a little later though. But we was going down all the way from Page and Taylor, all the way to Olivet. You hear me? We was going down to shit. We was hooping everywhere, dog. We was hooping everywhere.
So we're gonna start the show off right there, man, because man, that was a lot. So we just right now what we doing, we just kind of painting the picture, man, just for folks that are out there listening, whether if it's
before you start. Last night I was watching 30 for 30, the And1 mixtape.
Mm-hmm.
Guess who brought that to? And guess who introduced me to that tape?
Go ahead with it.
Brian Turner. You
man, look,
I had already. It was just crazy because I was already playing like that, but the tricks and then how you incorporated that in your game, and you know what I'm saying, you took it to another level too. So we could talk about it for a half a second because you we gonna get into that because one thing. Yeah, because one thing that and I kind of want to touch on that too, but and we talk about and I'm just gonna have something on here as far as coming up. We played, like you said, we played everywhere. We didn't just sit around and just wait for somebody to call us with a magic, you know, text message.
Any gym where you
can get in. Hey, didn't I take you with me everywhere, Brian?
Yeah, it was all about just trying to make sure. It was all about trying to make sure that if you say you want to be the best and you claiming to be the best, you had to go into these hoods, you had to go into these places and earn your keeps. And a lot of times, man, when people be talking about nicknames, because that was one thing that I was tripping off of with the street ballers, it was like those guys got names from just putting in work, and you couldn't just do it one time. People had to see you doing it multiple times and be like, oh yeah, no, that's they had to see me hit a crossover on some cats a couple times before they just was like, oh man, that's crossover right there. Or see me put up some big games and some big numbers and the place packed and everybody from the hood coming out. It just wasn't no one-time thing. And that's what I feel like even with this generation, you know, people want that instant success. You know, people, you go in the gym one time, shoot around, take a picture of your phone, hashtag I'm working, and then you out the door.
Yeah, you talking about the average. Yeah, the average. You know, but it is some good guys. Hey, it's some good players coming up. Hey, I respect the game, especially in St. Louis.
So let's just talk about those rec games. What were some of the best places to go have pickup games at? And then this is what we got to do. We got to let one talk and then the other one come in because we're gonna have feedback bouncing back and forth with us talking over each other. So PA, you go, and then Neil, you go.
No, I'm gonna say the gym. PA gonna do the talking.
Bet. All right, go
ahead. Off at UMSL.
Nothing but hoopers. Nothing but hoopers. Me and Nelly shut it down. I threw it live half court. He caught it. Everybody from the other side came running over to us, dapping us up. That's one gym.
Man, so what was it like up at UMSL? Because I remember, what was it just? Because I used to go up there. So what was it, college guys, or it was just open run?
Some of everybody, college
pros. It was college pros and street hoopers.
Man,
on Tuesday, Thursday nights. Which nights was it? Like Thursday
night, probably a Thursday night. Me and Nelly, you know, we always hook up.
We had pros. It was pros players, college players, and street ballers. And you had
we got UMSL. We got UMSL. What's another?
Highway 40.
Clayton. Oh, Highway 40. That's legendary. That's where I met my boy Ken from. What's up, Ken? Hey, that dude was a beast.
You talking about Riverwood's finest.
See, back in those days, Brian, back in those days, we could take off the ball out of bounds up under the goal or on the side. They don't do that no more. So that was Loud City. We catch a oop, you know what I'm saying? PA will throw a oop out of bounds, you know what I'm saying? So now they take it at the top of the key. So
Clayton was some nice rec too.
Clayton was.
I don't remember the Clayton.
Forest Park was definitely some nice rec.
Miller Park out in U-City. That's where it kind of like started. You had Anthony Bonner, you had Sean Thompson, you had
U-City High School, U-City
Albert Thompson, you had everybody coming out there. You had Bernard Gilkey, Juju, you had a whole lot of Chris P, Kevin Johnson, Chap. You had a whole lot of everybody from all the high school back in those days.
So, Eddie Johnson from my hood, Big Marty, the white boy from Marty, Eddie Johnson. Warren Quinn, we had some good cats from Western Groves. It was some hoopers.
Man, so let me ask you this. So with the open runs, like the street runs, with the open runs, did you see a mix of younger kids coming up, or was it based on skill level, or was it based on name? Like how were you getting picked up at some of these places? Let's go. Either one, y'all can just chime in. But how were you getting picked up? Did you have to have a rep? Or did you have to come in there with your squad?
Skills for real. It was skills for real. We had our squad. We'll take it would be me, Duke, and PA. Then we'll add the rest.
You would just pick up whoever on the sideline. Hey, come on with us.
Yeah,
we don't want to be on my team. They could play. Because I was confident that we was gonna smash the cats.
If we knew you can go, we're gonna pick you up.
But it was some serious battles though, where you had to be strategically. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, it was some days where you lose, you might not get back on the court. You know what I'm saying?
No, you ain't getting back on the court. You lose, they just going to their court. You going to another port.
Yeah,
going somewhere else.
That was Highway 40. Highway 40 was like that.
So
and it had lights.
So let me ask y'all this. Okay, so when we were just talking about all of the, we throwing some legendary names out there, legendary parks, legendary places. Okay, whose responsibility is it to make sure that folks are educating like the next generation? Because for one, I was lucky enough to have y'all around me to where it's just kind of like, all right, I go to the gym. Hey, that's so-and-so, that's so-and-so, that's so-and-so. And you get to see these larger than life type guys. And it's just like, damn, man, I want to try to. And then they, y'all giving me the information on who this is, who that is. Who responsibility is it to educate the next generation on basically just holding the line as far as hoopers coming out nowadays, if that makes sense?
I think the hoopers. I think the hoopers. The ones that's in the trenches, the hoopers. Not the parents. It's just the hoopers. It's almost like, it's like the hoopers. The ones who play basketball, the ones who dedicate themselves in the gym, the ones who trying to teach outside of the gym, the ones who trying to tell you to do your homework, be a better scholar. Those are the ones you need to be listening to. And your work ethic has to be great. You know what I'm saying? Because you remember when you said you work hard, you got to work extra hard, do more exercise, because it's like that fourth quarter come. You got to be ready for that fourth quarter. If you tired, you can't last. I mean, that's about how your career gonna go. So
you think it's up to the players now that it's more of a responsibility for, let's say, the guys that leave, play, a year of college, to come back and make sure that they in the summer working out with these guys, the Caleb Loves, Yuri Collins. They need to be
the Brian Turners, the Jayson Tatums. You got the Jayson Tatum's, the Brian Turners, the Gerald Fultons, you know what I'm saying? The list goes on and on. The Albert Thompson, because you got to think those was high school legends. Y'all high school legends. I just played ball. I love the street.
Right. We just played.
I was a different type of dude. You know what I'm saying? But y'all was the really athletes. Y'all was the ones who I was proud of. I had to go. You got to think. Me, PA, and it was a few of us. We used to go see Jayson Tatum and Larry Hughes every game. I went they junior and senior year. They started early. Every game. We had to be at CBC off Clayton Road. We had to be up there at 5 o'clock. Am I lying, PA?
No, you ain't lying.
30 for the freshman girls game, just to see Larry Hughes play.
Right.
Larry was a beast back then. You heard me?
And nowadays, Brian
and Justin.
These kids, all they see is the finished product. They don't want to put that work in to become that next level. You know what I'm saying? Right. This social media and this YouTube has taken away from that work ethic. You know what I'm saying?
I used to work with Chris
lazy.
Carlwell.
And
Chris
it's easy.
Carlwell went to Duke, Courtney Ritter.
Y'all didn't have them
trainers.
Y'all didn't have them trainers like y'all, like how everybody got trainers now coming up. Y'all did that on your own with a little help. But these kids got
went to the league,
making them lazy.
Right. Right. And so just to bring it even back around, it's kind of like once everybody started getting the footage, because it's kind of like all of this stuff is like a secret society. It's kind of like, you know, it was word of mouth. You had to, you know, PA had to come tell Nell, or we had to, man, look, we going up to this game. And then it's word of mouth. It wasn't social media. It was people actually getting down, telling the next person, you got to be at this Riverview game. You got to be at this. See, you better get there
in the newspaper instead of going online. You know what I'm saying?
Finding those things and to bring it back to full speed.
Check out stats in the newspaper.
Once that and one mixtape dropped, people got the chance to go behind the scenes a little bit and see, oh man, they getting down like that. Oh, it's like that at these places, at these gyms. And before you know it, then that clout started coming with it. You know, we got to be out here. We got to do this. And then not only that, I got to get the best highlight in order to get my name out there. And so now when you see the reels on social media, when you see the TikToks, the reels, everybody's trying to get those viral moments that you know, the and one mixtape kind of started. Do y'all kind of agree with that?
Right.
100%.
They do something to get on to try to go viral, or you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna say this.
100%.
I'm gonna say this. I don't know what they eating or drinking, but these kids are off the chart, man. They dunking on another level, man. You hear me?
Remember back when J.R. Ryder, man, did the East Bay Funk, man, we thought it was over. We were like, man, how somebody no. When Wesley Snipes did the layup at first, and he laid it up. That's when everybody was like, man, you can do that. But then J.R. Ryder took it to the next level when he actually put it through his legs and dunked it. Now you got 15-year-olds that can do that.
Man, these youngsters, they jumping out the gym.
Yeah, but once again, though, you work on your craft, though.
Yeah.
You work on your craft. You just have to work and practice, man. That's basically what it is with anything.
You can tell who be working on their craft, though. You can tell. Because he didn't have it.
To be honest with you, Brian, to be on this subject that you about to talk about, I knew when Jayson was 7 years old, he was going to the NBA, dog. That's flat out.
I thought it was going to be baseball. He was a beast in baseball.
Hey, 7 years old, when I'm seeing him play in the gym, because you know my little nephew, you know our your little cousin Reese, all on the same age. You know what I'm saying? So they came up together. So
here we go. So we're gonna just jump right in, and I want Nell response first, and then we're gonna have Chris respond afterwards. So it's like, man, Nell, man, give Chris a chance to respond, man. Don't jump right in on him, and man, just man. So look, here we go. We're gonna just say it like
aggressive. You told me, you know what I mean? I'm gonna pipe it down.
Is Jayson Tatum? Is Jayson Tatum on his way to being the greatest of all time? And the reason why I say that, and I'm gonna just share the screen. Y'all let me know if y'all see this. So the people at home, y'all might not, if you're listening to this, you might not be able to see this, but I'm gonna put this up. And this is from an article, and this is from Celtics News. Can y'all see that right there?
Yeah.
So it says the Celtics' Jayson Tatum hit an epic playoff milestone only Lakers icon Kobe Bryant reached. So the game right before, I think it was right before Game 7. Jayson was on the verge of he was right on the verge of breaking or being the second youngest player to score 1,500 playoff points. All right. And Kobe was the youngest at age 24, man, 24 years old. So this kid is on pace to, man, you know, he's already mentioned in the conversations as some of the great Celtics of all time.
He definitely got to be one of them.
Right.
LeBron was third on that list too. LeBron James was third on that list.
So go right ahead, Chris. So do you think that he's on pace to being one of the great or the greatest of all time? Why or why not?
Yeah, if barring no major injuries or nothing to stop him, I don't see why not. He's solid. I mean, you know what I'm saying? What can he not do? What can he do? He can do it all. He can pass. He can rebound. He can defend. He can shoot. He been offensively polished since the 7th, 8th grade. I've seen this hands-on. Like, you know what I'm saying? He been ahead of the game when he was in high school. He was in college. When he was in college, he was in the NBA. So the NBA is easy to him.
Hold on, Chris. Man, slow that, man. Break that down, man. Say that one more time, because that was cold right there. Hold on, man.
I've been seeing Jay Tat, man, since he was in the 7th and 8th grade. When he was in high school, he was in college. When he was in college, he was in the NBA. So the NBA is easy to him, man. It's nothing. He's been offensively polished and skilled for the longest, man.
Man, that's cold. I never even looked at it like that. That every level this kid has went up, he was already on to the next level when he got there.
AB, when he was in high school, I was checking his feet where a simple jab step, not going nowhere, gets him 3 points every time because they were so anxious to guard him. Anything he did, a move or anything, they gone to the bleachers. His footwork is crazy, man. Crazy.
Hey, and at 6'8", 6'9", the point guard out there.
Yeah. And every year you see him training with somebody that's a beast. Embiid, Kobe, or whatever. He's training to get better. Embiid, you going one-on-one with Embiid. That's heavy.
Mm-hmm. Man, even just this run, and we're gonna come to you, Nell, but just this run, man, he was able to he locked up KD. I'm just looking at the fact that KD only had was a pull-up, and he sat on the pull-up the whole time. You know what I'm saying? To where you got KD probably scratching his head like, man, y'all say I never lift weights, man. I'm gonna have to go lift me some weights if I got to compete with this young boy in this East for the next 4 or 5 years. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, look, but really got my attention the Milwaukee series, man. He went bonkers in the Milwaukee series against the champs, man. He was letting them have it.
Hey,
so
I was at game 6 of that game.
Yeah, Nell, you need to come in on that. You need to come in on that.
I was at game 6 when he torched them in the 4th quarter, man. It was like something like, you know, only seen that one time out of Jayson when we was over in East St. Louis, Belleville tournament, PA.
Yeah,
against Memphis or Chicago team in high school. That's when I really saw Jayson. He had about 50 points that game, but he went cuckoo. He went ballistic. You heard? So that's when I saw him go to that level what PA was talking about, that college pro level in high school. So I knew he could do it then. But to see him live, to torch for 46, to win the game, to
hey Nelly, if you
like once again, thanks for them tickets too, Jayson.
Hey, if you ever seen one, that was the one to see, boy, because he clowned that night.
Yeah, that was epic, man. That was, you know what I'm saying. So he was
man knocking off the champs. You know, knocking off the champs, which was, I mean, again, you got, man, 2-time MVP out there going for his, and he was able to just, man, he a handful, but his star kept rising to now all of a sudden you go against Miami. And I've had a conversation with a couple of my buddies where I'm saying that to be able to knock off a Miami team, and not just the team, because I felt like Miami had a dope team all year, but just the organization of Miami. It's kind of like when people say the organization win championships, Miami is a first-class organization. So no matter what they do, it's always that inkling that, man, they may have a chance. Because them guys over there, I mean, they got that pedigree, no matter who out there on the floor. And then you playing in Miami, we all know, man, young athletes might get shell-shocked going down the floor to, you know, staying up late, doing a whole bunch of stuff, not taking care of their business, you know, and no shout to, you know, Devin Booker, but that's the difference. When I look at somebody like Devin Booker and Jayson is what Devin Booker is trying to be. You know what I'm saying? Where, look, game 7, top game on the line, you got to show up. We can't be worrying about relationship problems or if this is going on. No, you got to play that game. You know what I'm saying? And not only play the game, you got to perform at a high level. So he able to knock off KD, Greek Freak, Miami, and, man, some will say, man, if he able to knock off the dynasty of Golden State, man, this dude gonna go down in the history as far as like one of the best seasons of all time.
He already in history with Boston book, but this right here, this might push them past Bird.
Hey, I real talk.
Miami.
I know.
Surprised with the Miami. I was more surprised with that Milwaukee. I kind of figured they was gonna do Brooklyn like that because they ain't had their whole personnel, but that Milwaukee was tough.
But it ain't just Jayson, man. The whole team been balling, man.
Oh, the team fire.
You don't know what you
want to talk
about. You don't know what you're gonna get. You don't know what you're gonna get.
I want to get into with Brian right now.
Hey, so go ahead. Let's talk about the Celtics team, because you got to think this team had, and again, when we talk about championship organizations, Boston is on pace to try to get number 18, I believe, right up there with the Lakers and all of the, number 18. And so organization wise, this team was picked to win 5 years ago. Brad Stevens, young, the next up and coming czar head coach. They go out and get Udoka as the head coach, and not all of a sudden everybody clicking, everybody love them. It's no arguments over who's the best player out there, and then everybody is staying in their lane. You know what I'm saying?
He the glue. He the glue. He definitely the glue.
Where he come from? What coaching system he from?
The Spurs. He came from the Spurs.
Top of it.
Yeah, so he's serious.
And then even that, like I said, that whole coaching tree, you got guys that man blossom from that, and man, you look at Steve Kerr. So you got Steve Kerr, you got Udoka, both coming from that Spurs system. And that's one thing. Even I don't want to get off subject, but when I look at somebody like a Westbrook, when he had the opportunity to go to the Spurs a couple years ago, and he decided to take the money and play for, to be, that guy should have found out how to play in a system to be able to help his game long term. And that's one thing that folks don't, man. Again, that's an organizational piece right there. Man, but go ahead. Man, I didn't mean to even jump out. That was my little tangent.
No. On that note, it's just to each his own. People have different alternative motives to do what they want to do in life. So some people are satisfied with this, with that, some people are not. And someone like Jayson, and someone who studied up on a Kobe Bryant, and Kobe Bryant stayed in the gym. Every year he got better. And I wasn't even a Lakers fan or a Kobe Bryant fan. I like Shaq when he was there. But I'm a Kobe Bryant. I like how he work out. I just like how a person get better and better. I like when somebody take their craft and really serious about it. That's who that's what I'm into, you know what I'm saying, as being an artist, you know what I'm saying, as somebody being a creator. But Jayson is locked in, but the team locked in. What I like about them, they got defense. I used to play that D, but they got defense and they tall. So everybody always talking about what Steph and Clay gonna do and who gonna stick them. I'm like, who gonna stick Jayson and Jalen? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no doubt. And then not only that Jayson, he started getting noticed a lot more for his defense this go round. Yeah. And that was the whole thing as far as being a two-way player. People talk about, a Kawhi Leonard being able to lock you down on one end and then give you buckets on the other. Man, Jayson is putting on a clinic based off just that alone in this playoffs.
He definitely gonna be a handful, I'm telling you, because they're gonna be switching everything. Curry gonna get caught on play. They're gonna be switching everything because that's the type of team they are. But that suits the Celtics. They good. Man,
that's favor the Celtics because they came from a banging lead. The East was more physical. So if they could play on some finesse stuff like Golden State and then still bump and grind a little bit, you know what I mean? Man, it's gonna be a great series. I like Golden State. I know there's a lot of fans out there watching.
What are the keys you think? What are your keys to the game, B? I'm gonna tell you mine. What's yours, Nelly?
I want to hear B first.
I mean, just right off the bat, man, it's gonna be the health. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just feel like just coming out of a series like this, all right, where we were just talking about the East, how physical it was, folks banged up, folks, getting injured. We saw some little, tidbits where Jimmy Butler had, a strained knee or, banged up his knee. Then right at the beginning of the series, you had Al Horford and you had Marcus Smart that were out just based on protocol. So you never know as far as health-wise who's gonna be out there, and I just feel like that's gonna be
he
the
out
big
there, he out there.
those things. It's like
look, Clay ain't all 100%.
You got Jordan Poole. You got Jordan Poole, who had made made a name for himself. Gary Payton Jr. Making a name for himself. These guys get injured. These guys go down. Next person up. So I'm eager to just see who's gonna have the health the long term to last throughout the whole playoffs. But the shooting, Boston is gonna have to make shots, man. That's gonna be the offensively. They got to make shots. Golden State, them guys, they shoot them threes and they can shoot and play at a high volume. You can't be messing around going for, having a bad shoot night and then thinking that you're going to beat these guys, So health and shooting, I think, is going to be the keys. Whoever's healthy and whoever can make shots. If Boston can make shots, I think they have a real good chance. Jayson is going to have to put his stamp on it, some 40-point nights.
I got a question for you, Brian. I got a question before PA starts speaking.
Go ahead.
Do you think some of the reasons why the shooting was kind of like poor with Boston was because of the Miami defense and the pressure they was applying to them? Could you?
Yeah, I mean, Miami had them guys play tough D. You know what I'm saying? And they were deep. They were deep. They had bodies to throw out there.
So let's say what if Boston took a page from that book and apply that to Golden State with their shooters, and they not applying that pressure back to Boston? That's what my mentality is on my pick. On why I think.
So Golden State gonna have to D up and be able to guard these guys and play defense.
On my turn, but go ahead, PA. I was just at it.
I think Smart gonna be on Curry, Wiggins and Tatum, and that X factor is gonna be Brown and Clay. I think that's it right there. Them four bigs gonna switch off on each other. Looney gonna be on Williams. Williams gonna be on Draymond. Draymond gonna be on Harper. But that Brown and Clay, I think that's the X factor right there, man. I think that's the X factor right there. Because Clay don't really, he'll go to the hole, but Brown do both. You know
right.
What I'm saying? Brown attack,
and he younger. And Clay ain't locked down D how he used to be a couple years ago. You know what I'm saying?
Because he has the injury. He don't want to re-injure himself. He's still in shock mode.
But Clay get down and touch the ground and play some deep. But I think that's
get down and dirty.
Right there. And another thing, Poole and White coming off the bench. Because White has been balling. Giving some good minutes. And he started a couple of games. But Poole, he that go-to guy, that energy guy coming off that bench. Yeah, his game is wild to me, but he can shoot.
And again, that's another shooter out there, but will it be bright lights for him? Right. This kid, a G League, coming out of the G League, man, he might wet the bed. It might be one of them situations where, look, the moment might be too big for him, and he been balling out the whole playoffs. And man,
another thing, Draymond is the head. They need to pressure the ball when Draymond has it, so he won't have them easy looks giving off them curls. If you pressure that ball, put him on and make it a little harder for him instead of dropping back, because he ain't really. I mean, if he go by you, he go by you, but he's the head because he had a ball.
So you think Horford is
gonna cut the head off?
I'll go with Williams with the youngster.
And Williams been balling, but can Williams move his feet around?
No, Williams ain't gonna stick Draymond. Williams ain't gonna stick Draymond.
I mean, he will. He ain't gonna start off, but they gonna be switching. It's gonna be Williams. Gonna be
old boy, off the light skinned guy. Williams. I mean, what's his name?
Williams. His last name number 12.
Yeah,
they got two Williams.
Yeah,
that's who gonna stick him. He can stick Steph though. He can stick all five.
Ain't nobody stick.
Man, let's play ball.
Ain't nobody stick Curry but Curry.
Man,
that's who we want to stick.
But again, it's a lot. It's about matchups.
My poison with Curry, I'll push him to drive than shoot.
That's what I was gonna say on my turn. Now, how they gonna drive to the hole when they got them defenders down there waiting on them? This ain't Dallas. This ain't Memphis. Memphis is missing players.
It's gonna be interesting because it's definitely gonna be interesting because they've been laid off and Boston coming through with this 7-game series. They needed a little rest, but Golden State them have been rested for a week.
But okay, look at this too though. How about when Wiggins and Draymond is not on Jayson? Who gonna stop him? I'm talking about so far as a jump shot. I could turn right around and shoot over you.
Everybody but Steve Kerr gonna be on Jayson.
Tell me, because look, this is what I'm thinking.
They're gonna try to take him away. They're gonna try to take him away somehow, some way. Draymond look funny, looking self gonna jump out there on him. You know what I'm saying? He gonna get him the business.
He's fouling out. He gonna get kicked out. His flag. We finna cut the head off that snake easily. We just gonna.
Let me ask you this though.
It's gonna be a great game. I'm glad we on this subject.
The series, and you already know, man. The series don't start, man, until one team makes some adjustments. So what you may be looking at in game 1, you might come back in game 2 and it's something totally different. What happens when Iguodala comes into the game? Can Iguodala be any type of factor out there? You know, can anybody that hasn't played be any type of factor that, you know, all of a sudden it's like a chess move? Oh man, we ain't see this one coming, and you may get an Iguodala start game 3 or something. You know what I mean, or something like that. Huh?
Iguodala playing?
I don't know. They might upgrade him to being available for game 1.
Man, you better keep going. You better keep on doing what he doing. He don't want none of that smoke right now.
I think I would use him at Fogarty Park. Me and Bullard, somebody.
You can't just come out and you dealing with some animals, man. I mean, you all right and all, but I don't bounce out gracefully, man. Just keep watching.
Right. Yeah,
it's gonna be a great game, man. A great series, but it is questions. But if they go up 2-0, Golden State. But if Boston split one, so those are the two things I'm looking for.
If Boston sneak and get that first one, we got a series already right out the gate.
Hey, that's all we looking for. That game 1, that game 5, them the real games right there. You know, whoever can sneak.
I say 1 and 3. Is it what's the series? 3 there, 2 there. How they doing it?
Well, in the finals, don't the finals go 2-3-2 or something like that?
I thought they cut that out.
Let me look and see.
Cut that out since Jordan played. That's why Jordan never played in the 7 games. Shit.
I think LeBron was whining about that.
Oh, so all right. So game 3 is in Boston. All right, game 3 is in Boston. Let me see.
Game 4 in Boston.
Game 4 in Boston. Game 5 got to be to the home team, and then probably go 1-1 after that.
Right. First 2 in Golden State, next 2 in Boston, then it'd be 1-1, right?
Yeah, that's what I believe. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting. So we never said what was your pick? What was your pick, PA?
I got Boston in 6.
Nelly, what was yours?
I like Boston. I don't know if it's 6 or 7. I think they just gonna do their thing. I want them to do their thing, if nothing else. Just because hometown, home neighborhood, just just to see somebody, and it's bigger than basketball. That's another reason why I want somebody that we know to bring the trophy back to the hood. That's it.
That's right.
He definitely got St. Louis on his back because everybody rooting for him.
Oh man, what man? It's the St. Louis Celtics, man. What you talking about, man? That's what, man. Everybody rooting for this one, man. So I got the Celtics in 7. I think it'd be, man, so magical, man, if this kid able to go to a game 7 and then able to pull it off and win it out there. You know what I'm saying? And give us something to look forward to.
I don't want it out there.
I don't care. Yeah, hey, I like the fact that I haven't seen no fur in them. You hear me? I haven't seen them like buckle or even the games they lost.
The same composure. Win, lose, or draw.
They come
straight poker face.
Beast mentality. They whole team got it. Like, yeah, we lost this, but we gonna get. I'm telling you, man.
He a silent killer, man.
The series was
He's a silent killer. They starting to know his name, like Destiny Child. You hear me?
So man, so we just transitioning off of that. I think all of us on the same page with the Celtics trying to, basically for Jayson to bring one home to the Loom. I think that'd be magical, man, and just big for the whole for everybody. Just to say, because we didn't watch this kid just straight come up, man.
And shout out to Jayson for getting MVP in the Eastern Conference Final too, man. That was big too, man.
Huge.
Nas,
this was the first one, right?
Yeah.
Man, shout out to Justin,
Larry Bird Award.
All of them, man.
Justin, man, because I seen what he went through with Jayson back in the days too, and also doing his own team. You know what I'm saying? CBC, shout out to CBC. Shout out some of them guys that he put in D1 and everybody else too.
Right. Nah, man. Shout
out
out
to all the coaches in St. Louis. Hey, y'all the ones giving back, man. Shout out to all the coaches from Pop Warner. Speaking of Pop Warner, I'm the only one who got Jayson highlights of football, and I'm already working on that right now as we speak. Yeah, y'all be seeing that on his 30 for 30. You know what I'm saying? His football highlights and shit when he was 8 or 9 years old. So he was a beast. So he got a little football background too. So a lot of it came, the boy got dirty back in the days. You know what I mean? And y'all be looking out for that too.
So man, again, man, just transitioning off of that, man. We've been chopping it up on her. But before we leave, I want to get y'all take on, again, we balance the coaches out when we talk about, like I said, the basketball, the sports. We mix in the music. Man, what were y'all thoughts on the verses with 8Ball and UGK? Did you guys get a chance to check that out? What's your takes on it? PA, give me your feedback on this. What you think?
I seen a little bit of it, man, and brought back a whole lot of memories when times was fun and damn, I was doing this, I was running there, and that club was jumping. You know what I'm saying? We was doing that. It's a lot of memories. Damn, it make you want to go back out.
Hey, I ain't been checking out. I got to go back and check that out. But I have been checking out that Bobby Brown documentary and his family show. I really like that.
What's that?
I like that documentary of Bobby Brown because I lived it. I came up same way. They older than me, but hey, we lived that. You hear me?
But that's what we talk about, man. When we was just saying like 88, man, Bobby and all them cats, man, they had them hits, man. What was it during that era? What was Riley? What was
Ted Alexander O'Neal and all that back then, though. You know what I'm saying? When we was younger, we act like we was older. Now we older, we younger and shit.
So what we listening to? I say, what we listening to, man? What y'all listening to nowadays, man? What's going on? What y'all bumping?
I'm listening to Jack Harlow right now.
Okay, all right, little Jack Harlow, man. PA, boy, you stay up on all the latest stuff, man. Yeah, I didn't even know who that was, dog, man. Until last week, Jack Harlow.
I got ESTG, 42 Doug and Douchies in my playlist right now. You heard?
Okay, man, that's what's up. Man.
Future, Rick Ross, of course.
Yeah,
I'm in Jack Harlow and Pusha T lately.
Okay, man, that's what's up, like man.
Wordplay.
So, man, before we head out, man, throw out all y'all social medias, man. What y'all got? What y'all promoting? What you got, PA? Man, you got some stuff going on, man. Shout out your show, everything you got going on, Nell. Just throw it out here for everybody that's gonna be listening to it.
Right now, What Up Though is under construction. We'll be back in August. Got that coming down the pipeline. I got my boy.
Who on What Up Though? Know who on What Up Though?
Oh, shout out to Dirty, STL Dirty. Shout out to STL T Love, my boy Fats, DT Scar J5. Shout out to the whole crew. What Up Though? We got my boy Slim on Tuesday from 8 to 9. L or Die. We trying to get it together, man. And I'm on STLPA on IG and Chris Williams on Facebook. Get at me, man, if you want to laugh. Because I'm going to have you laughing. Ain't that right, B?
Man, rolling. I done had to catch a couple of little screenshots and repost them. So, no, man, this dude be having me, man, rolling. So, man, shout out to all you that you got going on. Nell, what you got going on, man?
Man, like I said, I was working on that Jayson Tatum football highlight wheel. Something for him and his family to present to ESPN or all the outlets for to add to his 30 for 30, you know what I'm saying, one day. I'm also working on I'm about to work on some Do-Sheezy projects. D-Red, he got some music coming out. Well, he got some beats that he's been working on with Do-Sheezy. We trying to put this album out. It's called Dope Boy Avenue. So y'all be looking out for that. You can go to my Facebook, it's Lanell Turner. Then I have another one, Nelly Nell. My Instagram and my other outlets, Twitter and what I got, TikTok, all that stuff. That's the Record Players. TheRecordPlaya. The Record Player, one word. You know what I'm saying? You could catch me those. Log in, check out. Oh, then you go to my YouTube sites. Now I got Record Player TV, and then I also got Key Pusher TV. But you go to D-Red, Do-Sheezy. There's a lot of you click on, you know what I'm saying? So, and I got stuff like from back in the days. I did stuff for Hitman Holla on his basketball highlight, not the rap, not the battle rap. So I like for me, I like to jumpstart people before people know them, type of thing. You know what I'm saying? So I like to give back before they even come out and be popping. Tiffany, shout out to Tiffany Fox, DT, British, Aloha. I did Tiffany Fox their first video down on the riverfront. I did a whole host of people.
Shout out to June 5 that's coming up this Sunday, man.
Oh, yeah, man. Shout out to June 5. Oh man, yeah. So that's what's up, man. So we got
go ahead. You'll check out State of Emergency 2. I did for Slim, Lil St. Louis, the rapper, LA Foes. They all through there. When Yo Gotti, it's a lot of stuff I did. A lot of old stuff though, but you know, I had brought that. I put it down in St. Louis before it was really popular on that YouTube site. So I'm thinking about getting back into it though. But right now I'm just, you know, chilling, sort, you know, trying to put something together though.
Right.
BT, you got the camp this year?
Yeah. Matter of fact, let me put that up here. So yeah, man, anybody, man, 4th grade all the way up into high school, man, we got, man, the Dragons basketball summer camp. So we up there from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. at St. Mary's High School, man, and we taking any kid, man, skill level. If you elite basketball player, or if you just not getting started, man, come on up. Man, it's always a fun annual Southside staple. That we do our basketball camp. So it's been a tradition. So I got
266 sophomores.
There we go. Have them come on up here, man, and then I'll reach out to their high school coach. So we let them know, man, they ain't hands off, man. PA sent them over here. You know what I'm saying? So get mad at me trying to turn me in.
They in the 3rd grade. They 6'6". They point forward.
Oh well, yeah. We finna talk after we close this live up. So again, yeah, June 6th through the 10th, June 20th through the 24th, July 11th through the 15th. Yeah, so check us out, man.
You get a good turnout at them at the camp, B.
Oh man, we usually, man, I usually have to shut it down at like 50 kids, but man, it's always a great turnout. And then if you like what you see, and you know, we able to do some more like camps doing like the holidays, we'll also do those coming up too. So okay. But yeah, so hey, all type of stuff going on, man, this summer.
Hey, I want to say this too, though. I appreciate you being on your show. You know, so nobody's like me in PA. But you know, I like that. I like how you did it. You know, because usually you have someone who really put in the work. I know we probably put in some work on some other stuff. I could talk to you on another level about other than sports, but the sports stuff, that's what we do. But you do need to have some more people. I'm gonna suggest you gotta have my boy Fat Man from Wilson on here. You gotta have boys just so you can hear another side of it.
Oh yeah, no doubt, man. Shout out to Fat Man, because again, my whole thing is giving people their flowers, man. Right now, where we can have these conversations. What y'all don't realize is that y'all impacting the culture, even as far as on that sports side, man. Y'all impacting it just as much as the people, just as much as the people on the court, man. Y'all in the stands being able to take a glimpse at all of this stuff, man. Y'all like time capsules, man. Man, you know, I remember PA, man, hitting me up. You know, hey, can we get in this game? Can we get in that game? Like y'all straight up gym rats, man. And that it ain't.
Tell me, hey, straight off, hey Nelly, straight off of Lincoln Homecoming to the McDonald's All-American game.
Yeah, All-American game with Vince Carter. Who all playing that, man?
Chauncey Billups, Tractor Trailer, man.
Sharif Raheem.
Hey, look, straight from Lincoln Homecoming right to this game, man.
I was there. Yeah, I was there too. Yeah. So, man,
Kevin Garnett
went straight to
Paul Pierce. Paul Pierce was in
Paul Pierce, yeah. That's when Vince tore Umsel up with the dunk contest.
Yeah.
Hey, and another thing too, I want to for what you were saying too, we did have influence too. I want to give a shout out to Miss Bill. That's Bradley Bill's mother. She also was working at the school I attended at U-City back in the day. She was my sister, volleyball and basketball coach. You know, Lanita had that full scholarship to KU on basketball and volleyball. She, you know what I'm saying, she did something else with it, but she was the student of Miss Bill. You understand? So I'm not surprised that her son made it to the NBA. You know what I mean? So
again, yeah, we give shouts out to
he's a big influence. Yeah. To some U-City people that came through. Yeah, so.
Hey B, keep doing what you're doing, man. I love your show, man. Thanks for having me.